Guys, before we get to the water, let's take a look at the beautiful San Diego scenery. That's right. Partying like rock stars out here. San Diego Bay Fair 2009, part of the Lucas Oil Drag Boat Racing Series. Big guns are here. Top fuel hydros, top alcohol flats. The big boys are coming your way now.
Big dogs are in the house here in San Diego, California. Ken Stout, Alan Reinhardt, and Terry Boyd ready to bring you all the action from Mission Bay. It is the Don Earnshaw Memorial presented by E3 Spark Plugs with the Lucas Oil Drag Boat Racing Series. Top alcohol flat bottoms and the kings of the sport right in front of you. Yes, Top Fuel. 7,000 horsepower, boats capable of running well over 260 miles per hour and a quarter mile.
We've already seen some wild rides this weekend, some crazy runs. The weather has been absolutely perfect in San Diego. But remember, we're on the bay. It's open water. And oftentimes, the little rollers and the choppiness that you get out here will come into play, especially with the fast boats.
Darrell ran the third quickest pass of all time, but more importantly, Terry Boyd, the fastest pass of all time.
Darrell, I'll tell you what, 265 and some change. That is a new record. You guys got to go back and back it up again. Tell us about the ride.
Man, that was just absolutely the most fun ride I've ever had doing this. 15 years. It just planted me in the seat, and I knew it was on a ride. Unfortunately, I took out the finish line trap at the end of it, but I couldn't make myself quit. I knew it was hauling a mail like never before. So,
all right, let me take you over here. We got just a little bit of bad news, man. It looks like you ended up catching something, Mission Bay. I don't know, but look at the prop. What does that mean?
It means we're back to square one. We got to put our other wheels back on, but we got some other really fast tennis shoes, so don't worry. We'll get it going. We'll make it happen.
Now, what about backing this up, man? I mean, I'll tell you, we were standing down there on the launch, and we were all jaws slacked because it was probably the most perfect launch of any boat I think I've ever seen.
This boat is just one of the neatest, fastest rides ever, and it's a joy to drive. I'm a lucky dog, aren't I?
Correct me if I'm wrong. It was in Marble Falls, I think, that you said, I'm the only guy dumb enough to just keep the throttle on all the way.
Well, every once in a while, you know, common sense comes in, but you can't do this and have fun, too. I mean, come on.
Fast Eddie Knox putting the tune-up inside of that one. You could see the look on his face there, Alan. He was seriously concerned as he saw that prop was gone. That is a critical piece of the puzzle, and there's no two alike.
Every crew chief has a favorite propeller. Top Fuel boats have two propellers, so it's not just a matter of finding another good one. It's finding another perfect match. Before we get into eliminations, Terry Boyd took a look at an ever-changing course.
Here we are early in the day, race day, the shores of Mission Bay. I want you to take a look down the water line as you look back to the launch area, the start area for IHBA drag boat racers. Throughout the day, this course is going to change, and it could change in a drastic manner. We'll explain a little bit more as the day goes on.
Jared Sylvie in the boat, owned by Dennis Gibson, will line up next to the multi-time champion John Haas, the Speed Sports Special boat, owned by Lou and Marianne Osmond, also a rocket ship. And boy, he's on one right here, an 074 light, and he rips one off. How about a 463, 239 miles per hour? Another spectacular pass here.
John Haas picks up a tenth of a second over his qualifying effort. That boat just seems to get better as race day goes on. That is a picture-perfect run in a Top Fuel hydro. Just up on the sponsons, the rooster tail nice and smooth, and he goes sailing into the next round.
John Haas, your current series points leader, bringing it big time, albeit the boat was bouncing hard again.
Well, it was a little rough, but nothing like it was yesterday. It was very controllable, and the guys gave me a pretty good hot rod that time. I was pretty comfortable with it, and getting another round in, that's what we're out here to do. We got to buy into the final, I believe, so we got one more to go.
And up next will be Glenn Wilson and Scotty Lumbert. Scotty Lumbert in the Spirit of Texas boat, owned by David Kirkland, tuned up by Wolfie, and a whole host of characters that have a lot of experience out here. Glenn Wilson, a Hall of Famer crew chief on his team.
That was ugly. Glenn Wilson with problems right off the starting line. His boat quit.
Oh, hold on to her, baby.
Looked like parts were flying off of Scotty Lumbert's boat down at the finish line.
Another look at it here, courtesy of the Super Clean Super Shot. And Scotty Lumbert's boat, really heavy on the nose after a wreck earlier this year. Looks like a fuel line had come off of it as well. Something spitting fluid out.
I believe Scotty Lumbert spit a spark plug out of it.
You know, it's always about angles, and from our perspective, it looked like you ran it all the way out, but I guess the clock tells the story.
Yeah, we shut it off kind of early there. It was looked like it didn't see him out of the corner of my eye, and just figured, you know, it's going to be a little short down here. Just go ahead and shut off about 1,200 feet, somewhere in that area, threw the chutes out and let her drag, and she did fine, so.
Let me ask you about the race within the race, $10,000 between Marble Falls and here, man. You're in good shape right now.
Yeah, we're in good shape. The way I think we got it figured out is if we won first round, they can't catch us. And the only one that's due would be Hot Licks and Lou, and Hot Licks is out, so there's one less to chase us.
Well, hey, $10,000 then. Dinner's on you tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely.